Hi everyone. Before we start, let's quickly introduce our group. We are Group 4. My name is Zhong Xian, and today we are going to talk about factory farming. Factory farming means raising lots of animals like chicken and pigs in a small space, using machines. It's cheap and fast, but it brings some big problems. First, animals suffer. They can't move, and they are living pain. Second, it hurts environment. Too much land, water, and pollution. Third, it is bad for human health. Too many antibiotics, and the meat might be not clean. So, is factory farming really okay for the future? We will use ethical metrics to look at this, from the view of animals, farmers, meat eater, and environment. Let's see what's fair, what's harmful, and if there are a better way.
Are you talking about a very important topic, factory farming? Factory farming is a way of raising animals like chickens, pigs, and crows in a large numbers using machines and strict systems. This method gives us more meat at cheap prices, but it also causes many serious problems. Some people say factory farming is good because it helps feed more people, but others worry about how animals are treated, how it harms the environment, and how it affects human health. So in this presentation, we ask, is factory farming good for the future? We will look at this using something called the ethical metric. This helps us think about four groups: animals, farmers, consumers, and the environment. We want to understand what is fair, what causes harm, and what has the freedom to choose. So factory farming means raising animals in very large number using machines. Animals are kept in small spaces. They can't move freely, and they often feel pain or stress. The goal is to make meat fast and cheap. But factory farming causes big problems. Animals suffer in tight costs. It pollutes land, water, and air, and add to climate change. It can harm human health because of too many antibiotics and unhealthy meat. So we ask, is factory farming ethically okay for the future? We will answer this by looking at different groups, using the ethical metric, thinking about fairness, harm, values, and freedom.
Today, I'd like to discuss the issues surrounding large agriculture companies. These farmers enjoy extensive autonomy in factory-based breeding, controlling every aspect of production to maximize profits. Unfortunately, this often comes at the expense of contract farmers, who face strict rules and high production quotas. Despite providing affordable meat, these corporation products pose serious risks. Overcrowded facilities, excessive antibiotic use, and replay fighting moths harm both animal welfare and public health, breeding drug resistance bacteria that threaten global well-being. In terms of juices, large agri corporation dominate the market, reaping most of benefits while small farmers struggle to compete. This results in market monopoly and unequal distribution of economic power.
My part is about consumers' autonomy. As consumers, we deserve to know what we are eating, but with factory-farmed meat, killing for, like animal treatment or antibiotics use, is often hidden. This limits our ability to make ethical choices. Well-being. Factory meat is cheap, but it comes with healthy risks. Overusing antibiotics in animals can lead to drug-resistant bacteria that spread to humans. Plus, processed meat is linked to heart disease and some cancers. Justice. There's also a fairness issue. Low-income families often have no choice but to buy cheap factory-made meat. Wealthier people, on the other hand, can afford healthier, ethical options. This creates an unfair healthy gap. religious beliefs. Many religions have dietary rules like halal, kosher, or hansa that reflect normal values. If labels don't show how meat is produced, people might unknowingly eat food that goes against their faith.
Okay, the last is government. There is four. The number one is economy. The government makes the rules, but it should be where to respond and what the farmers and consumers want. In Malaysia, it is meat mixture, and in food is so far. The government, the environment, and the protection to the people where the people have the just choose and choose is help in the famous and help in the useful in the daily routines. The second is the well-being. The government should be keep people to healthy. Too many pollution in famous to production are better for hours in the people's body. That's why they are loose to the live tip to its response better and famous and so far. Okay, injustice. Big companies should control everything. Small farmers should have the fields change, and everyone should be able to busy to so far. You need to choose only the money and the healthy food. Respect local farmers, also resist in the farmers' jobs. Religious. Malaysia have different religions in the mid of interest and health and important. The government is also reports more female and one help to the female animals. Sales in Malaysia mostly is manager religious. This is so important. So I think government is respect to the religious people and respect is the Muslim people. The sales thing is very natural and is very useful and kindness.
Farmers. A. Autonomy. As policies favor large-scale factory farming, Malaysian farmers lack operational freedom. Therefore, diversified policies are needed to safeguard their operational autonomy. B. Welfare, benevolence, and non-maleficence. In poultry farming, farmers face high health risks from ammonia, dust, and antibiotics. While eco-friendly methods can improve working conditions and maintain dignity. C. Justice. Unequal supply chains put farmers at a disadvantage in contract farming. Thus, policies are required to enhance their bargaining power and promote a fair market. D. Religious perspective. Muslim farmers who adhere to halal standards pursue humane treatment of animals. Islam advocates sustainable agriculture and the reconstruction of the moral bond between farmers and the land.
Okay, our ethical metrics analysis led our group to one clear decision. We must oppose the expansion of factory farming. Why? Because its economic efficiency comes at unbearable costs. Animal suffering in cramped conditions, environmental damage from pollution and emissions, public health risks like antibiotic-resistant superbugs, and social injustice where vulnerable groups bear the heaviest burdens. So, in conclusion, this system is ethically unsustainable. The short-term benefits of cheap meat cannot justify long-term ecological collapse, violations of religious principles like halal human treatment, or health inequality forcing the poor into risky diets. So, we recommend urgent action. Policy intervention, ban routine antibiotics, and enforce animal welfare laws like the EU model. Then the market guidance, create ethical label for human or low-carbon meat to empower consumers. Then the public education, expose hidden costs through media and promote flexi-tiring diets. Then the interdisciplinary collaboration, unite scientists, field leaders, and farmers to redesign systems. In short, we need systematic change, not expansion. Let's replace factory farming with solutions that value ethics, health, and justice equally.